Energy fam, what's the deal? Hope you guys are doing great. Y'all know how we get down. Now, as you can tell, we're nowhere near the house. We're nowhere near the tank. But we did a couple little things to help ease our mind while we're not there. Now, we don't have access to anything to monitor the tank while we're away. So here's a few things that we did to help ease our mind while we're away. Now let's start things off with this feeding ring we got right here. This will help the food that falls into it get into the water column before it can go back into the overflow box. This is an auto feeder that I found on Amazon. Now the reviews were amazing. They had thousands of great reviews on it, so I said why not give it a try. Now this auto feeder can be programmed to feed 4 times in one day, which is plenty. There's a little sliding door on the food container so you can adjust how much food you want to let out on each spin. It's rechargeable with USB-C. You know we love that convenience. And just like that, we're on our way. Back home, and check out that skimmer. Nice skim on it, no overflow, not too little, not too much. I can't even complain. And our Clarity, man, the Clarity really is the MVP of the tank because it kind of replaces the filter socks and having to replace them every so often. The Clarity just does its thing. As the float valve detects the water getting higher, that means the floss is dirty, so it reels it up a little bit and pulls in the new floss to continue cleaning. And check out the tank. We got some brown carpet installed while we were away. And it's definitely something we're not going to be keeping around. Now, if you didn't notice in that first clip before we left, there was a tiny little bloom on the sand bed, but now it is full-fledged blooming season. By recommendation of my brother Omar at the Smoking Reefer, I went out and grabbed a microscope to see what this algae really was. And under the scope, honestly, I couldn't even believe what I saw. This algae has become very thick on the sand. It's overtaken the whole sand bed, and as soon as you blow it away with a turkey baster, it's growing right back the next day. Something we definitely got to get a hold of and take care of so we don't have to worry about it overtaking our tank. Look at that slurry of algae. That thing has its own forecast going on right there. Definitely going to get that out of the tank, but I had to make sure you guys saw exactly how crazy it was. And with that, we went ahead and grabbed a microscope. So this is the sample that we put onto our slide and we'll put under the microscope to further investigate what type of algae we have. Viewer discretion is advised. Boom. And here we have dinos. The oh so popular dinos have invaded the tank. I can't lie, when you look at it through the microscope, it's very intriguing. When you look at it through the tank view, not intriguing at all. So I think our next step is figuring out how we're going to win this battle against the dinos. And the first thing that comes to mind is manual removal. Now by the time this video is live, we've let the tank get dirty a little bit so the dinos can possibly outcompete themselves, but we are absolutely going to aid them on their departure. Now I can't even lie, I sat here and looked at this for like 15 minutes, just amazed at how much is actually living inside of algae. And I'm looking forward to throwing some more things from the tank under this microscope, and we'll be sure to share it with you guys as well. Let me know what you think. You guys feeling this microscope energy? Even drop some comments if there's something you would like to see under the microscope. This is new to me, but I'm thankful to have this tool in my arsenal. Shout out to my brother Omar, appreciate you fam. Okay, so we left the tank dirty for a couple days after we got back, but you know, sometimes you just sit there and you just can't take it anymore. So I said, let's just go ahead and get this thing cleaned up as best as we can. We'll do some manual removal on the sand bed, and we'll also do some manual removal of the algae on the rocks. Now our first attempt was with the nozzle connected to our siphon, but as you can tell, we didn't have enough pressure on the output. So take that off real quick and look at us go. Pretty satisfying to see that white sand bed again, huh? You may be wondering, where is this algae being outputted to? Now we put a filter sock in the sump and we're going directly into that, as shown on the screen. Now, the reason that we're doing this method is because I've been reading and hearing from a couple fellow reefers that you don't want to do water changes while you're dealing with dinos, because you're just replenishing trace elements that the dinos will feed off of, which will in return increase the population. You ain't got to tell me twice. No water changes? Say less. And here we got our manual removal going of some hair algae that we got on the rocks. Always great to get the tank looking nice. And this is what we're looking like after we remove the dinos off the sand and some manual removal of that hair algae on the rocks. Let's go back and take a look at this thing before we gave it some TLC. Yeah, that's wild. Gotta love the before and afters, right? So I think now the question is, what's our next step? We had this invasion of dinos while on vacation, and we're looking to come out on top. Now, I've read everything from dosing peroxide to bacteria, adding copepods, getting the phosphate and nitrate levels up. So many things, I mean, you can only imagine, I'm sure, as you've done your research in the past as well. But I want to know what you would do in this situation. I remember a couple videos back I said something along the lines like, and I look forward to learning a thing or two from you as well. Yeah, that part. So feel free to drop a comment below, give me some suggestions. If there's something you agree with down there, hit the thumbs up on it. If there's something you don't agree with, drop your opinion in there. All in all, we're going to be underway with our plan real soon to get rid of all this algae and get back to that high class, pristine energy tank. As always, you know it's always great, and I appreciate you guys checking in. Appreciate the love and support, and I'm looking forward to seeing what we get going on the next one. We're going to keep it real transparent on this channel. That's definitely my goal. I want you guys to see the tank when it's looking crazy, and I want you to see it at its best as well. You guys make sure you stay locked in with us. Subscribe, comment, thumbs up, anything you can do to show some love. We're going to get up out of here. Hope you guys have a great one. Stay solid, slow motion better than no motion. We'll see y'all soon. Peace.